Working of institutions. Let us first look at why we need political institutions in a country. We need them for the following reasons. A government has to perform various duties, formulate policies, and implement them. Some have to formulate schemes, some have to make decisions, some have to implement those decisions. The Constitution lays down basic rules on powers and functions of each institution. These institutions are the legislature or the parliament, the executive, that is the government, and the judiciary, that is the legal system. Parliament is needed as a final authority to make laws in a country. Parliament exercises control over the working of the government. Parliament controls the expenditure of the government and controls public money. As the highest forum of discussion and debate, it decides public issues and national policies. Two houses of parliament are there in India, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. The Lok Sabha has elected representatives and is the house of the people. The Rajya Sabha is elected by the elected members of each state assembly and is called the Council of Ministers or the government. The President, the Prime Minister and his Council of Ministers and the civil servants form the executive. The political executive consists of political leaders elected by the people who act on their behalf and are responsible to the public who elected them. They take all the decisions, understand the overall picture, and act accordingly. The Prime Minister has three kinds of ministers to help him. 1. The cabinet ministers, 2. The ministers of state, and 3. Deputy ministers. The Prime Minister's position is supreme. He chooses his cabinet and his decision is final, except in a coalition government where he has to listen to other party members. When the Prime Minister quits, the entire ministry quits. The President exercises all his legislative, executive, financial, judicial, and military powers only on the advice of the Prime Minister and his Council of Ministers. The President can only delay a bill. If the Parliament passes it again, he has to sign it. The President has the power to appoint the leaders when there is a coalition on his own discretion. The Judiciary. India has one of the most powerful judiciaries in the world. The judiciary is independent of both the executive and the legislature. The Chief Justice of the Supreme Court and the state high courts are appointed in the same way but on the advice of the Chief Justice. Once appointed, the judges can be removed only by impeachment. The judiciary is the custodian of the Constitution, and the Supreme Court and the High Court have the power to interpret the Constitution. It can declare any law passed by the legislature as invalid if it violates the Constitution. It safeguards the fundamental rights of the people of India and checks malpractices and misuse of powers by the executive or the legislature. This, in short, is the working of the institutions of the government in India.